Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be making a really adorable pair of spring earrings. So I got this little birdhouse and some tiny birds and a little stamp. My clay is rolled out to the thickest setting on my pasta machine. This is going to be a really quick one, guys, and it's going to have some really nice results. So I'm just going to press this down and just roll that down. Get a nice impression in there. And then I'm going to take my cutter here and I'm going to put it in some baby powder, all right? And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to make sure that my stuff is not going to stick to the clay and get stuck in there. So I'm just going to kind of put that right in there. And then let's start just cutting 2 of these out. And we'll do that one more time. These detail cutters, if you don't put something on them, they seem to stick, the clay sticks inside of them. So I'm just trying to prevent that. And I'm going to take my little birds and then I'm going to line them up so I have a real pretty flower pattern on them. And there. So very simple and easy. Pull my birds out. And then we're going to get the houses. And now I want to just smooth out my houses. You always want to kind of smooth them out before you put them in the oven, because then it saves you on sanding. I hate to sand, so if I could prevent it, I am going to. And I get my... So my next step of what I would like to do is I'm going to get one of these little eye pins, okay? And I'm going to trim them up. I don't need a lot. I will super glue this in afterwards, but I'm just going to kind of cut it short. And then I'm going to stick it right at the top, right in the middle. And I'll bake it like that. And then put it on your tile where it's nice and flat. And I like to kind of adjust everything while it's on the tile. This way, I know it's going to come out exactly the way I want it. I think, let me just, I see little areas here that are not smoothed down. Push that right in. And my little birds. I'm actually going to put little pins in there as well. We want to be able to connect them afterwards. So just grab 2 more pins. And I am going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to go all the way through the bottom, through the top, right in the middle. And if you just hold your finger real careful, then you know you're not going to bust through the back. You want to be careful with that. Right through the middle. And there. All right, so now I will bake these and then we'll come back and we'll decorate them and make them look really nice. All right, guys, so my pieces are out of the oven. They're completely cooled off. I went ahead and I already did this one, but I'm going to show you how I did it. So I am removing this pin, and I'm going to put a longer pin in there. All right. And then I'm going to take my little tool here. And what I am going to do, let me get that as good as I can. So I'm going to put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is just squeeze. And then I have my little loop. And then I have an area that I can connect my pieces, okay? So this tool is great. It's super easy to use. Next, I'm going to grab a pair of little pliers here and my super glue. Let's see if this one has glue in it. Maybe. Some of these are pretty much dead. I think this one's dead here. So let me get a different one. Okay. And I like to stick it right in that little hole, and then I'm just going to squeeze and get that full of the glue, and then push it right back in there. Now, make sure you're putting your eye pin in properly, because if you face it the other way, then it's not going to lay properly. You want them to be laying flat like that. And then I'd like to give this a little bit of time, probably about a minute to completely dry. Super glue doesn't take that long. And I decided that I wear a lot of blue, so I'm going to do blue on top of these because I just think it's going to look really nice. Let's see here. So I want to stir this first. I'm just going to get one of my old paint brushes here, flip it, stir my paint. Look how gorgeous that color is. I love this color. It's so beautiful. And what I want to do is the back first. So I want this to be completely blue on the back. So I'm just going to paint and I'm going to give this probably about 5 minutes to dry because this stuff dries pretty quick. So by the time the paint dries, I know for a fact my glue will be completely dry. And then we can go on to the front part. All right, guys, so what I'm doing is I am just doing like a dry brush on the sides. I don't want the blue to be completely covering my piece. So now I'm just going to dry brush the front. And I'm going to try to just get mainly the parts that are popped up, like the little flowers, so we can see all those beautiful details. So you definitely want to do a dry brush. A dry brush is where you have paint on your brush, but then you wipe it off where you just have a little bit there. So I have a solid color on the back and then just a little dry brush on the front. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put it in my water. I'm going to get my brush wet with the paint. And then I'm going to take most of it off, okay? And that'll give me just enough paint to go around my entire piece here. And then just go right over the top. So really simple with a beautiful result. And if you go over it a little bit more, the color will get darker. And I always think it looks really pretty. Like it gives you that kind of like a little ceramic look. I like that look. Do you see how cute that is? How pretty is that? Let's just get right in there. I mean, beautiful. And so easy. I love these little easy projects because you can make a ton of these and sell them or give them as gifts, and you can do all different colors. So that's a really nice part about it. All right, next, let me go get my jump rings. I decided I'm going to use my oval jump rings. And I'm going to use my small ones to connect the pieces together. And then let's do, I could do small for all of them. I don't think I need a big one for any of these. I decided to use these leaves for the find-ins just because I thought they'd be super cute to go with the bird and the birdhouse. If I had feathers, I would use the feathers, but the leaf works just as nice. You see how cute that is? I think they're adorable. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. I love the dark on the back. You could take that and lighten it up if you want by running a little sander over it and give it the same look on the back or the same look that you have on the front to the back. It's really truly up to you how you want it. I like the dark, so I'm going to leave it dark. And then lastly, I am going to coat this with a sealer because I want to make sure that my paint is protected. And you could use a matte finish, you could use a shiny finish. It really is up to what you prefer. I'm going to go with shiny because I want these to look like ceramic. So I'm going to go with the shiny look. There we go. And now all I have to do is put my Sculpey Gloss Glaze on. All right, guys, here they are. They're completely dry. They have a beautiful shine to them to give them that nice faux ceramic look. I think they're adorable. I hope that you enjoyed watching me create these, and I hope that you give it a shot. And if you did like the video, please thumbs up, subscribe, check out my membership. I have very detailed tutorials on there, and I will see you all next time. Bye.